Hi, and welcome to Geno's Picks. We're after a third straight 2-2 week. Captain Coin Toss is sitting at 19-21 on the year, 48% against the spread. But what better week to get things up and running again than the same week the Democrats reopened the government? Yeah, they shut it down just to get you to vote for them so they could somehow win states like New York, New Jersey, and Virginia, also known as Southern Washington, D.C. Please, the only thing bluer than those states are the balls of the congressmen running them, like Chuck Schumer of New York, who's so old he hasn't come in decades, although he continues to screw millions of New Yorkers every day as he continues to rape us with his policies. Ironically, the only people that don't have a case against him are the young liberal women under 30 who keep voting blue because those broads are asking for it. See how I stayed on brand? In any case, let's see if I can't give you 4 picks to fuck your bookie this weekend. And by that, I mean the gambling app on your phone. Same screen you use to view porn. So maybe I should say, let's see if I can't give you 4 picks to see someone get fucked on a different app. That worked. Let's get to the picks. My first pick, the Packers are giving 7 to the G-Men at MetLife Stadium. The Giants finally fired Brian Daboll this past week, sending shockwaves through the NFL, as the other 31 teams now wonder, where are we going to get our next offensive superstar? Because while Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones were thriving in their new locations, star players under Daboll are having trouble surviving under his bonehead coaching. In fact, the only people that need to have their heads examined more than the Giants front office for bringing him back this season is their quarterback, Jackson Dart. Look at this hostage, who Daboll kept rushing out of concussion protocol and back onto the field to save his job. Funny thing is, Dart is the guy that Daboll thought wasn't better than Russell Wilson, who, with all due respect to Dart and his concussion, was a record-setting headache for Denver. So much so that they took a record-setting $85 million cap hit to dump him. Now he'll back up Jameis Winston, who gets the nod to start for a team that really has nothing to look forward to other than an offseason where they can draft a few offensive linemen to protect what is a very promising future in Dart and Scatterboo. This Sunday just promises to be a disappointment. I do not see the Packers letting the G-Men get close. Give me Green Bay, and I'll lay the 7. My next pick, the Chargers are giving 3 to the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Don't bet angry. Don't bet angry. If ever there was a time to steer clear of Geno's picks, this is the one, because this is an angry bet. The last time these two teams met, the Chargers blew them out in a playoff game. I turned it off when they were up 27-0 with a minute left in the first half. Kidding. As my wife and Matt Mead, remember, will actually attest, I called the choke job before the half even ended when the Bolts fumbled on a trick play to a guy that was on the practice squad the week before, when Brandon Staley was starting Mike Williams in a game that was as meaningless as a Republican vote in a New Jersey election. On brand. But fun fact, the Chargers are 9-4 all time against the Jags. And if you take away the last 2 times they played, losses under Brandon Staley, with the first one being even worse, a meaningless week 3 game where Staley started Justin Herbert with terribly bruised ribs because Herbert said he wanted to play. Take away that stain of Staley, and the Chargers have not only won 8 of their last 9 meetings, but done so by an average of nearly 19 points. And that was before they got Jim Harbaugh and a defense that has quietly stepped up while everyone's paying attention to an offensive line that that resembles more of a picket fence line that can't be ignored as it features more colossally gaping holes than the view. That's not fair to my Bolts because no one is trying to plug these holes. And unlike these 2 holes on the view, people are starting to believe in the Bolts, as despite being last in the league, the QB behind them has the second most passing yards. Meanwhile, the Bolts D is no joke, leading the NFL in yards, points allowed, third down percentage, and second in sacks. Look for more of that Sunday as the Bolts hand Goldilocks just what he needs, a blowout. Give me my Bolts, and I'll lay the 3. They're going to kill him. My next pick, the Ravens are giving 7 and a hook to the Browns in Cleveland. I know, that's a lot to cover in a division game, especially on the road. But the Ravens are the hottest team in football, playing the worst starting quarterback in the league. Am I bitter that the Browns and Dylan Gabriel couldn't take out the woeful Jets and Justin Fields last week? Sure. But it was how bad the Browns play caller Gabriel looked trying to do it. Because if you watch the game like we did, How could you not notice that not only can he not throw the ball downfield, but he has no business being anywhere on the field, as the only thing he has less confidence in than his arm is the rest of his body, as he completely avoids any contact. I haven't seen anyone that terrified of another player touching them since Magic Johnson returned to the NBA because he had HIV. Of course, Gabriel's problem is guys coming at him. Kidding. Magic was straight, unlike Gabriel, who at this point, they should spell his name with a Y. Actually, I take that back because the last thing Gabriel wants is to get pounded by another man. Look for the Ravens to kill the Browns this week, and don't worry about Gabriel. He's right at home getting pounded by a dozen purple helmets. Dicks. Give me the Ravens. I'll lay the 7 and a hook. Which brings me to my double your money Monday night. Cowboys are giving the Raiders 3 and a hook in Vegas. Wow. I thought these videos were funny, but game recognizes game. And I have to admit that the only people that are laughing harder every Sunday than the ones watching Geno's picks are the ones watching Geno's picks, as he's second in the league with a dozen INTs in just 9 games and just one behind Tua Tagovailoa, who has 1 more interception, but in his defense, 10 more concussions, leading to his poor decisions. But good news, Raider Nation. Smith posted to his Instagram this week. No excuses, great things are coming. Please, Geno. They already are here. Given the way you keep turning the ball over, I'm fairly certain this game will be like the other 9 for Raiders fans, watching you throw the ball and saying, great. Smith is terrible and needs to find the bench. The Cowboys cruise. Give me Dallas, and I'll lay the 3 and a hook. 4 fucking road favorites I took. Ooh, good luck, people.